Welcome to the Real Mama Pod.
I'm your host, Devin.
And I'm your host, Kendra.
We are real moms.
Sharing real experiences. The things people don't tell you.
Hey, Mama, hey.
Hey, Mama, hey, how are you?
I'm good, friend. How are you?
You know what, friend? We have had a long day, but it has been a really good day.
Okay, what's so good about it?
Well, so we actually had our first live show together.
Yes, we did.
Shout out to our SC Media Group family for putting it on because it was on, honey.
It was on and popping.
It was on. Like, we had a really, really good day. I want to shout out all the mamas, aunties, the community who came out because it was really all about them. It was about us, right? As a new podcast on the SC Media Group. And also just celebrating motherhood. Like, what does that look like? What does that feel like? And really being intentional about pouring into our own self, intimacy, and getting back to ourselves because, again, you know, life is really interesting after having kids. So
life be lifing.
It does, and it does. It's gonna life. So I'm happy we were able to have that event for us and for our community because we will definitely be doing it again.
Yes, it was our very first event, and it was definitely successful. And all the feedback we got, and just seeing the moms like relax and chill and having things just for them, not for the kids, not for the daddies, not for them. Yeah. So I love that for us, and the massages was just top notch. That was like cherry on top.
The massages, and also we had 2 workshops.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it was actually 1 workshop, but it was 2 phenomenal women working together to bring this intimacy and postpartum, like getting back to us with sex. Like, you know, sex is one of those topics that is hard to talk about, but certainly hard to talk about after you have a kid. Like, I struggle with that, but I'm getting back to me. So I'm happy that we were able to have that space for not only us, but also other moms who are struggling with getting back to themselves intimately and sexually. So shout out to Nikita and Samaya for getting us together because I definitely walked away with some tips that I plan on practicing. Maybe.
Yeah.
The washing machine. I don't know. We'll see.
You know what? We just got into it. We didn't introduce ourselves, first of all. So if this is your first time listening, I apologize. I'm your host, Devin.
And I'm Kendra. And you know why? It's because we had a really, really, really good day and a really good event. It just felt like
it's just been an all-day thing. Yeah, for sure.
So I'm here for it.
Yeah. So we're going to open up with a review because we got one. We
got one.
Yes, y'all need to be writing them reviews now. Okay, so it says, love this podcast, and we love you too. It says, I'm not a mama yet, but I love tuning in to these 2 friends. They keep it real about mamahood. This is such important content that I'm sure I'll have even more appreciation when I become a mama. Oh, I love that.
Such a sweet
Thank
review.
you. It was. It really
was. We love you and we see you.
Yeah. So, as you guys can see, we have a beautiful guest here. Okay.
Isn't she gorgeous?
Oh my gosh, she is drop dead gorgeous, honey. So we have Tanesha here, and we met Tanesha through social media, right?
It's crazy
and
how social media works.
After talking and stuff, we realized how connected we are. We had so many mutual friends, and she attended our Mama Time event, and she's just always been supportive since we started following each other. So we met her through a mutual friend, Melanie. Hey, Melanie girl, because Melanie does tune in. And so we made Melanie a mama crush because she's phenomenal. And that's how we met Tanesha. And since then, it's been like we've been supporting each other. You know, they say the best people that support you are people you don't know. And that is so true. Tanesha is like one of those people. She's always resharing our stuff, always commenting, always just so supportive. How can I help? It was like, girl, we gotta get you in a podcast.
And Tanesha has been one of our mama crushes.
Yes, she was. Yeah.
She is definitely mama crush worthy, honey.
Thank absolutely.
Y'all so sweet. Now she's a part of our family.
Yes, now she's a part of Mama Pod family. Yeah. She's an amazing mama of 2. She loves to travel. We talked about that. She's an educator. Like she got a lot going on.
She really does.
She's one fierce mama.
And she cool as hell too.
Real down to earth.
Real cool.
Yeah. So welcome to the show.
Thank y'all. I'm so happy to be here.
We're so happy to have you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're happy to have you.
So the first question we always ask our guests, sorry, Brandon, hit my mic. Is briefly tell us about your journey to mamahood.
Whew. So I became a mom July 1st, 2019.
Okay.
Shout out to the 2019 babies.
Yes, 4-year-old. And they are the fiercest little humans. So my first daughter was born overseas. I was an expat, so I repatriated just 2 years or a year and a half ago back home, but I left in 2014 to teach abroad. So I left for Abu Dhabi, and I taught in the Education Council. And in doing that, I met my ex-husband, and we traveled the world. We had our babies abroad, and so now I am a mommy of 2 girls. I have a 4.5-year-old and 2.5-year-old, and they are the best parts of me and him, if I may say that. And it's truly a blessing to be their mommy. So when I became a mom in 2019, it was on a compound in Saudi Arabia. It was the best experience. And I say that with my whole chest because I know that women of color do not get the best experience here. And this is our home country.
Right.
And I was treated with the utmost respect overseas. They give you, it's like they roll out the red carpet. Like my birthing plan was taken into full consideration and then some. Like they went the extra miles to ensure I was safe, the baby was safe, the whole 40 weeks. And I felt really cared for. I had a midwife and a doctor. And it was just all of the extra care for a mother, no matter your nationality, your demographic. And the fact that they cared so much for me, it just made me say like, wow. And then you roll out, with your baby burrito for free. And you're like,
for free?
You better go faster. Like, this is free. So the fact that overseas, they really take medical care seriously, even for expats, and then they're nationals. So I'm really blessed to have had a great birthing experience both times with my daughters. And the fact that they're healthy, they're happy, they're here with me. And the fact that I don't owe a ton in medical bills. Like a lot of my friends say that they're still paying on medical bills. And it leaves me with a bad taste in my mouth. Like, dang, that could have been me.
Right.
But I rolled out, like they paid for everything overseas. And even in Abu Dhabi, I think a lot of my friends and coworkers paid maybe 50 dirham, which is equivalent to like 14 USD.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And that's with epidural or C-section, right? Cesarean. Like it doesn't matter the route that the child took to get here. You are still paying a copay of 50 dirham or 14 US dollars.
So obviously, at this point, the world knows that our healthcare system is a joke.
It fails us, especially women of color.
We were in Europe this last summer, and that was one of the things that they talked about was how trash our healthcare system was. And we were like, you are absolutely right. Like, we agree with you.
Shouldn't be that way.
And it should not. So it's good to hear that you had such a great experience having your kids abroad.
I did.
And that they rolled the red. Hell, I wanted a red carpet.
I mean, steak dinner.
Oh,
right.
Wow.
The doctor that took care of you the whole 40 weeks, she comes personally to check on you the day after you give birth.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Like, she stops all of her appointments. She's a fully Saudi or Arabic descent woman, and she comes and she checks on you. The child is looked after. Like, they make appointments. Like, it's nothing for free, and it's covered. Everything is covered medically, and it's like the best health care overseas in the Middle East. And so I'm very blessed to have that that story, because it's not the case for a lot of people, and I don't take that lightly.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
Do y'all hear that, America?
Do better.
Right, because I'm sick of it personally.
Yeah.
Trash.
So Devin mentioned in her introduction that you are an educator.
Yes.
And you do work on the College Board around African American studies? Like, what does that look like? I know we're diving into your experience and background as a professional. So let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay, let's get into it. So basically, I was given this opportunity to have a campaign with the College Board. And, you know, growing up, the College Board was just, in my brain, the SAT, ACT, getting me to and through college, like the entryway, right? The testing. But it's so much more than that. And I didn't know until I became an educator. So this is my 13th year in the trap, I call it. And I love it here. You know, I love being able to make an impact on thousands of students because they always come back. Well, mine always come back, and they find me and they tell me their stories and they tell me how much I've changed the trajectory of their lives. And that is the biggest thank you. Being able to just change a little piece of their story, no matter the socioeconomic background, no matter their race, you know, ethnicity, or religion even. Like, we have a connection and we bonded for 187 days. So the fact that I've connected with that many students over 13 years in over 3 countries, that's telling for just my character, for me. Like, it's a me thing. Like, wow, Tanesha, you really were in the trenches with these kids every year, a different group, and they remembered you. Or, you know, not everyone, but some of them seek me out, just like I seek my kindergarten and middle school teachers who are now doing big things in districts, and say thank you. It's just literally the thank you. Like, hey, look at me. You were a part of my village, and I appreciate you for that.
Yeah. So
shout out to my educators that poured into me, because without y'all, I would not be who I am today.
Yes.
But seriously, the students and the College Board, they gave me this campaign to basically thwart or thrust forward the African American, the AP class. So African American Lit, of course, we've heard in the past year, it's got snatched out of HBCUs in Florida and other states, and then PWIs as well. Like, they are trying to erase our history. And so the College Board is like, no. Let's put it in high schools for students to actually be able to take the AP class and then learn all of the African American history before they get to college. Since you want to take it from college kids, bet, we got you. So they're gonna learn it in an AP class, and then they can get the 3 credits of college credit if they sit for the test and pass it.
It's wild that people got to go through all these loops
just to learn their own culture.
Exactly. And it's like, that is American history. Like, that's not just one race's history or one group of people's history. Like, that is American history. Let's just keep it 100, keep it a buck,
keep it
right? I that really pisses me off. So excuse me. But teachers like you are definitely needed.
Thank you.
I had a 4th grade teacher who I kept in contact with her until I went to college. And I learned when I got accepted into FAMU, shout out to the Rattlers, when I got accepted into FAMU, her son went to pharmacy school at FAMU. I had no idea until I told her that, hey, Miss Vaughn, if you're still out here kicking it, she said, hey, you know, my son went to FAMU. And I'm like, what? Like, it was just wild to me that she was my 4th grade teacher that I stayed in contact with, and I ended up going to the same college or university as her son.
Wow.
So yeah, I need it.
So, like, speaking of being like an educator, right, you have to exhaust so much energy with other people's kids. You have to come home and be mommy to your babies. Like, how do you figure that out? Like, what do you do? Like, let me know, because I have so
ghetto.
much.
It's real ghetto. But this is the best job I could have signed up for. And you're right, I do teach. I teach English speakers of other languages, the demographic, which is very similar to overseas. So again, this is 13 years for me. I spent 8 years overseas. And when I taught abroad, they were all either Emirati or they were from 86 different countries. So I'm used to the international population of students. I empathize to a fault sometimes, because being plucked from my own country, but I chose to leave, right? So I'm choosing to leave in 2014 to go to a sight unseen, never got to go vacation or holiday in Abu Dhabi. And I was able to live, you know, work, and just kind of be in a different space for 3 years before moving to or relocating from Abu Dhabi, the UAE, to Saudi Arabia. And that was before becoming a mom. And I was exhausting myself then because I gave it my all every day. Because it's free to be decent, but it's also you need to give students like your best self, right, so that you're modeling that for them. So with that, when I became a mom, I was overseas, and the whole community rallied behind me. It was kind of overwhelming to become a mom and a teacher at the same, like simultaneously. Like I became a rebirthed teacher. I empathized then even more, like, wow, what if this was my kid and they were, having this difficulty, or they didn't understand the strategy or this writing prompt? What would I do for my own child, or what would I want their teacher to do? So then I became even more invested, if that makes sense, which became even more exhausting. But now that I'm back from overseas, I am my current school. They said, well, you're really good with that demographic because you've been overseas almost a decade. Would you like to be a part of the, ESOL program for our, school district? And I'm like, yeah, no problem. I love them. I love being with them. And so it came second nature. The culture of my classroom is very much, we're a community of learners. And so with that, I'm not super exhausted because the expectation is set from the beginning, the first start of school. With the parents, I give newsletters in both languages or in all the languages that they need. I have to use a translator a lot of the time. And then when I do go home and shut down from being teacher into mommy mode, I dig deep, and I literally have to think about, like, okay, what do my own children need from mommy? Because their dad is very much still over in Saudi Arabia. He's an assistant principal now, and he's doing his thing over there while I'm here with our kids. So with that, it's like, okay, I have to hunker down and just dig deep every day, on top of being in grad school too. So
you go, girl. You're doing all the things.
All the things.
Being in grad school plus having kids, like, I had my son while I was in grad school, and I had to finish school with a newborn baby, which was not easy.
I bet.
So I couldn't imagine doing it with 2 toddlers. So I'm just going ahead and shout you out.
Thank you.
Give you your flowers, girl.
May 10th.
I love it. So speaking of your girls, you talked about how you've poured, or how, like, what your day looks like essentially when you come home. Like, you still have to invest in them, their future, their activities, whatever they got going on. I think I remember you saying something about ballet or something. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
But when you think about you being a teacher and the work that you've done internationally, the work that you're doing here, and how you pour into yourself just as a being, do you want your girls to kind of follow in the same footsteps as you, or like what are your thoughts about that?
So, teaching being a teacher makes all professions possible. So I take that personally. I know that I chose the noble route, right? I didn't go after the bag, as they say these days. Like, I'm in my bag. I'm in my teacher bag, but I know I'm growing the community. I'm helping humans be decent and teaching them the right way versus the easy way is not always the right way. So with that, I know with my girls, I'm modeling. I'm their first influencer. I'm starting at home. So forget whatever is on TV. They don't even get to. They think a Lingo Kids is a TV. They think Miss Rachel is TV, but I don't let them watch TV like that. I'm tricking them into learning all the time. And when they are introduced to the real world, they'll be able. Hopefully, my hope is they'll be able to distinguish the fake from the real, because mommy has always kept it real. I never give it to them, with the fluff. I'm very much, even though they're 4.5 and 2.5, I'm very much straight, no chaser. Mommy needs this, and the expectation is this, because I know the real world is very much raw. And so I'm very soft with them, but I'm also very honest. And I just want them to, I don't want them to follow my footsteps. I want them to be true to themselves. And if that means, okay, well, one will be an engineer and the other one was going to be a culinary artist, be your best self.
Right.
I don't push my students to college anymore. I used to when I was a new teacher and I didn't know any better, but when you know better, you do better. And everybody is not cut out for the to and through college. Some people are going to get their bag, quote unquote, being in the working industry, and they're probably going to supersede the one that goes to college. That's just the way it works, right? So every human is born lazy. And if you can just outwork the next man, it doesn't matter. Now I'm learning. It doesn't matter about the education all the time. It focuses on your work ethic and your character. And how you treat people when no one's looking. So those are the things that I'm pouring into my babies. Now, of course, education is definitely important to me. I mean, I'm getting my 3rd degree, but at the same time, I'm not going to just make them feel like they're less than if they don't want to go that route. Because mommy's always going to be there, right? So, and daddy, right? So it's just like, okay, you have these 2 educators as parents. The pressure's already on. I'm without saying. And I just don't want them to ever feel like because you're a teacher's kid, you have to, because I said so. I cringe when that's the energy. I don't ever want them to feel like they can't come to me and just be their authentic selves and then I love on them for that. You know? So I would love if they wanted to, go into education, or I did ballet. I love the fact that my daughter loves ballet, or jazz and African, whatever the case. I'm supportive. I'm allowing them to do aqua tots for swim and, upfield soccer. And you can name it. We're doing it because I want them to try it all and see what sticks. Like throwing Jell-O on the wall and seeing what sticks. And then if volleyball is her thing, I'm going to be at every game.
Absolutely.
With the biggest sign and screaming out their names. Like I'm for them. So if they're doing their own thing or dance to the own beat of their drum, then I'm very much dancing beside them. Because I feel like kids should be supported in whatever that they choose, as long as it's a positive influence on the community. It's not harming them. It's not harming anybody else. They're decent humans. I'm here for it.
Love that. Oh, awesome.
All right.
So you kind of touched on your ex-husband being in a different country and you're here. You talked about being a single mom.
Yes.
So how does that work? Because I know some people co-parent in like the same city,
and it's terrible,
state,
right?
Different country, time zones. What does that look like for you and your girls?
So our parenting plan has it to where, and we're amicable, mind you. We're amicable.
Okay, that's good.
But with that, he's a great daddy to our girls. He's all like out the gate. It's kind of scary. He's just like a really good girl dad. And with that, he has goals of his own, right? And because we didn't work out, I had to come back with my 13 duffel bags, 2 babies, 2 car seats, and 1 double stroller. But
you traveled back by yourself?
Business class, though. It was business class. We laid down. But at the same time, like, yes, I traveled alone back by myself. 2022, June 4th, actually, 2022. Came back with my girls. Starting over, and it took it in stride too. Like I'm still kind of surprised at how well I took everything in stride, because a lot of people would be kind of floored, like I have to leave and he gets to stay.
So why did you have to leave?
Because in the country that we resided, if you are under your spouse's visa, the spouse has the wife and children have to leave that country and return to their home country.
Oh wow! So
yes, I was a working wife. He had to give me permission to work out the gate. So while I left Abu Dhabi, he had to sign a permission slip for me to permission slip. Yes, permission slip. Wow. But it was okay. It was like, okay, well, this is their culture, this is their customs. Okay, but I came in a full-time position, 6th grade. I loved my whole experience overseas. Probably that 5-year stint in Saudi was my favorite teaching experience out of my 13, to be quite honest. The students were amazing. I've never seen such a huge international community. But we lived on a very heavily secured compound where maybe 5,000 people lived, expats, and it was about 86 nationalities.
Oh, wow.
In my school. And the kids were just like best friends, and we called them third culture kids. So after 8th or 9th grade, they would go into a boarding school because we didn't have a high school on our compound. And the company that we worked for would help the parents pay for not private, but boarding school.
Okay.
Yes. So with that, now that he's still there, he plans to repatriate back here when our youngest is 4, going into pre-K. And so what's that, another year and a half, maybe. And but he's an assistant principal there. And when he gets time off to come here quarterly, so the girls get 3 days a week to FaceTime their dad. I give him updates. I have it to where he gets pictures and video. He can watch the youngest one at the private pre-K. The 4-year-old is in the Georgia Lottery pre-K now in Cobb County, so that's a blessing. And she has a highly qualified teacher. The 3-year-old, well, almost 3-year-old, she will be matriculating into the Cobb County district after, the oldest. And so, yeah, and hopefully he'll come back and he'll matriculate into an AP position or principalship.
Wow. Okay, so y'all make it work. So they see him, or y'all see him like every 3 months?
Every 2 to 3 months, he is here. And when he gets here, he gets his babies. Yes, he loves his time. I feel like he does not even... He probably lands, and he still brings dinner and comes to see them the day that he lands, and then he gets them, like he picks them up from daycare or in school the next day. Okay. So yeah, he's very much he's always been hands-on though.
Okay. That's
wow. Good. So, Tanesha, you have we've learned a lot about you today. Like we've learned a lot about Tanesha, and you are one thing I admire about just you and our interaction so far. You're a very ambitious and driven person. Like it doesn't matter what you got going on in life, you are gonna make it happen for you and your girls. And I've learned that just through our conversations today. Just through this conversation, like I didn't know about you having to fly back here by yourself with 2 kids and
13 duffel bags.
And 13, that's a lot.
It was 16-hour flight,
2 car seats.
Right, like that is a lot. And for you to go through all these transitions and still have yourself like together, your career, you getting degrees. Y'all, if y'all ain't been on her social media, she a whole content creator.
I'm trying.
Yes, you are out here doing the thing.
You're not trying, you're doing.
Yes, you are doing the thing. So I said all of that to ask you. That was a setup for a question. I meant all that. But and this is an and. Like, how do you take care of yourself? What do you do for you? Aside from all this work and these kids and these social media, these content like, what do you do for you?
I have like 5 calendars. I'm not gonna hold you. I literally prioritize massages, hair care, mani-pedis. I'm a part of this social club, Ladies Who Golf. Shout out to Ladies Who Golf Atlanta.
You golf?
Girl, I'm learning.
Oh,
it's so cute. It's really cute.
Something else she doing.
Right. And just tack it on, right? But
so are men around this, or is it just women? Because, I heard the golfing community, the men.
That's the point.
That's the point.
We see you, girl. You give me high five. Give me high five. We see you.
But so single mamas, recently divorced, women who golf. Okay. So how they get into this woman who golf?
Listen, Ladies Who Golf Atlanta is the movement. Okay. It's like 400 of us now, and Kiera Miles is the founder. Okay. She's amazing. She's literally like 28, 29. Like, she's not even 30, y'all. Wow. And she's a rock star. Okay. So her and Brittany Dawn are the co-founders of Ladies Who Golf. They literally just started this in like September last year.
Oh,
and it's already literally like a social club is mind blowing.
We need to get her in the pod.
You should.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. She's amazing. Both of them are. And mind you, they're younger. They are just, Brittany's, I think, she's been golfing since she was 6.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So we have her and Kiera, and they both just wanted like a place for them, or a group where they can just go golfing with people that look like them. And because I asked them, like, how did you come up with that? This is amazing. But the partnerships that they are creating, the fast paced that it's going, and the fact that I'm learning so much about golf as an adult versus in high school is mind blowing. But I do say, like, that is an outlet for me.
Okay.
So I take sessions of golfing. Of course, I have sorority life. I have just, I've tried my best to like start back yoga and Pilates, but it's a struggle because of the timing. Like the best classes that I like to go to are at 10 a.m. Yeah. I'm in the classroom during the week. So if anything, I'm trying my best to just be mindful and set aside time for myself, such as a spa day or mani-pedis, hair appointments. I try not to neglect myself when it comes to self-care because I can't pour from an empty cup.
Right.
And therapy.
Okay.
Therapy. I have been in therapy since 2019. When I became a mom, I started therapy because I was like, I want to be my best self for Lyra. She deserves a mommy that's healed from her childhood traumas. So let me embark on this journey. And I never look back. Like weekly, I look forward to dumping it all into somebody else's area because I need it off of me. And I've went from talk therapy to postpartum therapy, tried couples therapy. Okay. Tried it. And then and then back to now I'm with a divorce therapist. Did you know that they have a divorce therapist?
I did not.
No, I didn't.
She specializes in helping you like mourn your marriage and help you see like all of the good that you still encompass and that they still encompass. And if you have children, it's a whole thing. It's beautiful. Wow, and I feel like it's helped me in the year and a half I've been back home to just heal.
Yeah.
And now I think I'm in a mental space where I'm ready to date.
Okay. Y'all heard that?
Right. The golf club, the social club. The club.
She's beautiful. Talented, educated. I mean, you can ask for more.
Thank you. Woman, I appreciate that.
Come on.
Yes.
We don't listen.
Yes.
We have to talk after the.
We're gonna talk because I got some people in mind for you. So
people in mind.
Some people. Okay, so that mama who is struggling to put herself out there, because you're out there, like you're facing, no matter if it's good, bad, indifferent, you're like facing everything head on. So to that mama who's like afraid or timid because maybe she's going through a divorce or she wants to get into content creation but don't know where to start, like what do you say to her?
Just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming.
Because if you go into your box or your shell and you don't make that post and you hold back and you have that imposter syndrome where you're like, nobody wants to hear what I have to say, right? Now, mind you, before today, I didn't say much about anything I just discussed with y'all on my platform. Right. Just because I'm like, well, I'm still a nano, influencer. Who wants to hear my story? But then when you all invited me, I'm like, well, what are the questions, right? but at the same time, I'm like, okay, well, somebody is going to hopefully be blessed by my testimony. I did it scared. I did it brave. And I do these affirmations with my daughters every morning or most mornings when Reese isn't having a tantrum. She's in the terrific 2 stage. But I'm always cupping their faces and like, you are brave. You can do hard things. You're kind, you're funny, you're smart. And then in turn, my daughters are now telling me that. So do it. When I say just keep swimming, just keep going. Still show up. Even when you're tired, just try, like put one foot in front of the other and just keep swimming, like literally. And when I say that's what I did, that's literally what I had to do. I did it scared. I had to be brave. And then I also did it when everyone was second guessing me. Like, are you sure? You moving back by yourself? And I'm like, yep, I'm doing it with a smile. Even though in the back of I may be scared, but this is my cross to bear. Right. I made these choices and I'm still going to stand in the sand, planted feet. Right. And I didn't look back.
Good for you.
And I don't regret it. And my daughters I feel like I'm better for it, and my daughters are better for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I did have a question about therapy because you've been in therapy for a while. Are your daughters in therapy? Did you put them in therapy or anything like that?
I did research, and apparently it's wise to start at age 4 to 5. So I am going to get my eldest into counseling. They started out as counseling. Right. And I'm going to get her into it because she has the memory of mommy and daddy together. My youngest, she just, you know, she's chilling. She's like mommy's house, daddy's house. Right. But my eldest is used to that unit. And I just don't want her to ever feel like it was her fault. It was never her fault. And so we both love her with everything in us. They both are our best good things. I can say that confidently. But at the same time, I just want her to have a space where she can talk about her feelings because it's her lens. I can't tell her how to feel. Even though I'm telling her I did what's best for mommy and daddy, I still need her to feel heard and not me over talking her.
Right.
And because I am mommy, it can come off sometimes as mommy says. And I don't want that mommy dearest mindset for either of my daughters. I would be really, really hurt if they only did things for my, gratification or satisfaction.
Okay. I know I'm asking a lot of questions, but they just come in.
This is great.
So, going back to the divorce because you left, to that mama who's like stuck, like, should I leave? Should I file? Should I break up my family unit? Should I move back across the country? Like, what do you say to her? Because I think sometimes, right,
it's hard.
People stay because of the kids.
Oh, yes.
And then you hindsight being 2020, like you end up doing more damage by staying because you're constantly fighting, not getting along, not showing your kids how to properly love each other or a spouse or a partner
in the household.
And so then they think that toxic behavior is okay, right? And then they grow up and they be that person. Because my mama and daddy did it. They stayed together.
Correct.
So sometimes it's better, even though it's harder. We don't want to do that. But kids are resilient.
They are.
You can put them through anything. More than likely they'll bounce back.
Right.
And don't care because you're showing you're happy. You can show up for your kids. You can be your best self and pour from a full cup. Yes. And so I know some mamas who are struggling with that. Like, should I stay? Should I go? And I feel like that would really, your answer coming from somebody like you who've walked that path could really bless them or help them.
Got it. Okay, so it's not loaded, but it's a few answers to that.
Okay.
So I have a best friend, and she and I are like really, really tight. And she came from a 2-parent household where the mom stayed. I didn't have any type of house. I had a grandmother. So my lens versus her lens, we didn't compare traumas or struggles, but she gave me her lens, and I'm just like, wow, I never looked at it because she said, I'm the kid in this. And my mother stayed. And it was hell as the kid to watch my mom be a shell of herself and my father just, beat a dead horse basically and mentally and verbally abuse all of them versus mom having the educational background, the money, the finances, the willpower to leave. She didn't have any of that to leave, so she had to stay. Then I had to look at both of my grandmothers, my mom's mother and my mom's mom. So my maternal grandmother, she had an educational background. She went to nursing school in Oceanside. She had 11 kids. They divorced after number 11.
Wow.
She was like, I'm not staying. Versus my paternal grandmother, who came from, Louisiana, to California and was a housewife, a kept woman, beautiful woman, woman of God. Both of them are women of God. But she didn't have any place to go if she were to leave because of my grandfather doing whatever he did. So she stayed. So I got to see it played out in both avenues. And I asked a lot of questions as an adult, even before marriage. And with that, it's like, okay, well, what does Tanesha want? Do I want, and I started to see my daughter clinch up around anytime both parties were involved because it was just a not so happy environment anymore. And I had to look at her and look at myself in the mirror like, okay, Tanesha, you're going to have to either make some changes y'all are going to have to make some changes willingly, both together as a collective, or you're going to have to stand in the stand by yourself and make this change by yourself and take your babies with you. And so, like, it was very scary because, of course, coming from a non-traditional home setting and wanting that perfect nucleus, right? I just looked at the Cosby Show and Family Matters and saw the mommy and daddy and the kids, and I wanted that so bad. Like, I did not want anything else because I didn't have it. So, of course, divorce in my head was the last resort. So with that, it was like, okay, do you stay married or unhappily married, and you just kind of look good on film and pictures and vacation, holiday, and you keep your soft life over here, or do you basically start over and you show your daughters it is possible, even though it is harder. Even though, and they can still have both parents, but they're going to get a happy mommy, not a sad mommy. And my daughters, I think that they can tell because they're like, Mommy, you're so happy. I wake up happy, and even though I'm exhausted from school and work and this and that, I'm still my happiest, best self, and I can show up for my daughters in a way that I could not 3 years ago.
Because you're showing up for yourself.
Because I'm showing up for me now, and it's not me putting someone before myself anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you.
Thank you for answering that. Thank you.
I hope I answered it.
No, you did. I think that answer will help women.
A lot of moms and people in general.
Yeah.
Girl.
That was good. That was really good.
It was.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Of course, we had to make a drink that was curated for you, honey.
Yes. This is called She Got Her Own.
Yeah.
She know the name of her drink.
She know the name of her drink, right?
Because I got it.
Right.
We told Tanesha the name of her drink. She, I like that.
Right. I mean, but it's fitting.
Yeah.
You've heard the conversation, and like I shared earlier, we learned a lot about Tanesha just today, and we feel like we've known her for
years.
For years, right? But in our conversation, y'all know I asked Tanesha, like, what you like to drink? What you like? And she said she dabbles in a little dark, and I said, okay, girl, because y'all know I like to dabble in a lot of dark. But what Tanesha's drink has is whiskey, peach, lemon, mint, and simple syrup. So I'm going to break down the ingredients for you in case you want to make this at home, Tanesha, because you do like your cocktail. So let me read out the instructions. So she has 2 ounces of whiskey, 3/4 ounces of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, y'all. Y'all know fresh lemons, fresh lemon juice. 1 ounce of peach schnapps, a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, and like 7 to 8 fresh mint leaves.
Delicious.
It's really good. And it's not like super strong because y'all know Kendra. Strong
it's really it really is yummy. You can't even taste any type of nothing. Like it just tastes like a refreshing. That's the dangerous part.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You gotta let it sneak up on you a little bit. I'm telling, Mama Time has lit today.
Yeah.
But if you are what?
Unlimited mimosas.
Oh, I thought you said something about
they were unlimited.
They were. If you are a mama to be, or you don't drink, which is fine with me, we still got you a mocktail version. You can have peach juice, lemon, mint, and you're good to go. Yeah. It's just as good.
Probably
just minus the whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But it is a good drink.
It's good.
We're gonna be drinking that this summer, girl.
I'm here for it.
So Mama's Corner is my favorite segment. So if this is your first time listening, Mama's Corner is our opportunity to connect with our guests further, our listeners as well, because typically they write in and ask a question, and we give them advice based on our experiences. We are no experts, so if something does not work, do not blame us. But if it does work, give us our credit. But yeah, so we have a question from Mama's Corner, and it says, it says, hey mamas, hey, y'all know I love when y'all do that. So hey mamas, keep doing that. It says, I'm new to the pod and your page, loving what I'm hearing so far. Thank you. I know you all mentioned trying to practice gentle parenting. Can you all give me some tips? I feel like all I do is yell at my kids. I do want to do better.
Oh, shout out to you wanting to do better.
Yes, when you know better, you do better.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. So, are you a gentle parent?
I'm balanced.
I'm a balanced parent.
I'm a good balanced parent. But no, I really do try to be gentle. My girls are very much gentle souls. So, and because of the educator side, I model or have modeled everything. No baby talk, no goo goo gaga. It has literally been, and even like from just infancy, it's literally been, okay, now mommy's going to pour, this, and we're going to make some Play-Doh. And the kids just looking at me like, what?
I have no words.
But now it's like I'm modeling and they're mimicking. So that's when I know, like, my job is bigger than just me, because everything that I do, they're going to try it.
Right.
And that's scary and happy at the same time, right? Like, dang, I mean, I have to kind of be perfect Patty in a way.
Right.
But when it comes to behavioral stuff, I try my best to keep my cool. And talk it through. Like, mommy's feeling a little frustrated, or I'm a little overstimulated or touched out. No, touched out was my thing, because I was so over patting somebody to sleep and then having to rub somebody else's this and do this. And it's like, oh my God, I'm so sick of being touched or pumped on. It's just like, please.
Touched or pumped.
Because, like the breastfeeding era, and then with a toddler, and then, oh my goodness. So it became a moment where I had to model it, so that Lyra is my oldest. So I had to model it, because when the new baby, when Reese came, she turned 2. And I had to model so that she doesn't think it was her fault that mommy's frustrated. Like, it's not your fault, but it's hard to do in the moment. Yeah. But I have to be cognizant, because I'll see her retreat or retract, like, dang, maybe it's me. And I'm like, nope, it's mommy, and I'm going to take a brain break. Right. I try to do it with a smile. And so when I say balance, it's more so like, okay, I'm explaining why I'm frustrated. I'm not taking it back. I'm not going to eat it. You're going to understand why this is coming out, because I expect better. I'm a little disappointed in you. So I'm talking all day. From the time I wake up, I'm with my 2 children. I drop them both off. Then I'm with other people's children from 8:45 to 4:30. Then from 4:45 until 8, I'm with my own kids. And I'm still modeling as much as I can. Like, hey, mommy needs a break. Can you do this on your own? Can you take your tablet and do this, exercise or whatever? And when I say balance, I'm literally trying to model, like, we're human, and you might need a minute, and that's okay, and mommy's going to give you that minute. Yeah. So now my 4-year-old is like, to her sister, I need a minute, instead of leave me alone. So I respect that. So now I'm like, oh, you need a minute. Okay, well, Reese, come on, let's go give Lyra a minute. She needs a brain break, because she's been learning all day too. She's tired too. Yeah. Okay, sis, we got you. So, and then Reese, mommy, I need a minute. And she's 2. So again, I'm modeling it, and they're giving it back to me. Yeah. But it's very respectful. Yeah. It's not like the old school way of what I say, do what I say, not what I do, versus, it's one of these. Yeah. It's nothing like that. Yeah. It's very much like, we're going to communicate. We're going to respect each other. We're all girls in this house. Mommy needs a minute. Mommy's talked all day. My voice is tired. Like, I try my best to explain what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling, so that they don't think it's on them and it's not their fault. Right. Yeah. And then in turn, their dad, when they're with their dad, they get all of it. And then he's telling me, like, dang, you really do a number on these girls. Like, they explain everything to him. Like, no, I don't like it this way. This hurts me. I don't want that. That's hurt. And I love that. They can explain every feeling. And that's how I call it gentle or balanced parenting, because I'm giving them I'm equipping them with the tools. Yeah. So when they go out into the world, they can assert themselves, they can defend themselves, and they can explain what has happened and not feel afraid. They can stand in truth. Oh yeah. Yeah. So that's how I'm helping my little humans.
Yeah. That's good. I like that. Don't you hate when they throw it back at you?
Ooh, Lord.
Because
I need a minute hit me the other day. I'm like, I need a minute too. But she was like, Mommy, I need a minute. Turn the light off. Like, you're 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. It's 6 a.m.
Yeah.
I need a minute too.
Yeah.
But we got to get up. So yes.
And sometimes you don't even know what to do with that. It's like, dang, you just hit me with one of mine.
Yep.
I'm impressed, actually.
Yeah,
and they can come up with that in their minds. Like,
my son, he does this thing where, like, if me and my husband are talking, he'll try to butt in, and we're teaching him to say excuse me, and you still have to wait until we're done. We get
knowledge.
But if he is talking to someone, he'll look at us like, excuse me,
like you need to say excuse
and like me. He'll say, and sometimes I'll say, well, Mommy's talking, and now he's saying Eli's talking, like, and I'm like, well,
did you just?
But you are talking, so you know what?
You're right.
What can I do with that?
Son.
Right.
What can I do with that?
Respect.
Right. I gotta respect you because you gonna respect me, right? So. Well,
that's
when they hit you, that's balance.
That's balance, though, because now it's not like they're running over us. I feel like a lot of the gentle situations is like you're just kind of letting it go, letting it fly off the handle. That's not the case. I feel like gentle or balance is you're gentle, but you're firm but fair, and I'm gonna show you how it's supposed to be done, and you can model it back to me or mimic it or echo it back, and this is the respect that you give it, you receive it.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing is boundaries with your kids. And as a parent, you have to respect their boundaries. So sometimes my boys would be like, I need my privacy. And I'd be like, because I tell them that all the time. I need some privacy. Because I get no privacy in my house. So I'd be like, I need some privacy. And then they'll flip it back on me like, I need some privacy. So, but then I expect that boundary within reason with, privacy. So I think as long as we have boundaries, you're articulating, but you're not disrespectful.
Correct.
They're just doing everything we're teaching them.
Yes.
So we're equipping them with the right tools. So that was a great question.
Shout out to whoever submitted it.
That's a good question.
Mamas who want to write in Mama's Corner, I sometimes forget this, but you can email us at mama@therealmamapod.com. And this was a great episode. Tanesha, we enjoyed
Thank you, Tanesha.
You have to come back and give us some more because an hour wasn't enough.
No,
so
we got a lot,
have you back.
We
got a lot to talk about.
And
we tried to touch on a little bit of everything.
Get rid of me now.
But
no.
Hey, Mama, hey.
Yeah,
I'm here for it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you
for
being
the
here.
best experience.
Thank you so much. And for those who want to follow you, where can they find you?
So my Instagram handle is @aesthetical, and my TikTok is @_aesthetical. So that's ESTHETICAL. It's a mouthful, but aesthetical. That's me.
Okay.
We'll have it in the description box.
Yes, we sure will. Well, this was great.
It was. Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you. Until next time, mamas. Bye.
Bye.